Hello guys, welcome to second part of this video series. If you have not seen the introduction part, then I would really request you to go and watch that to get the context. I'm putting its URL below. I'm putting this video series in a order I went through for last few years to get the answers for the questions I have in my mind. So in this video series, I'm going to talk about India's relation with Mesoamericans. It might sound surprisingly wrong, but in 2019, I started studying Aztecs and Mayans just because I felt there is some relation, some connections that they have with Indian civilization. In this part, I would show India's relation with North American civilizations like Mayans and Aztecs. Well, let me use right terminology. By Indian civilization, again, I mean Saptajanas. I would publish video of what I mean by Saptajanas, but till that time, please assume it's equivalent to Indian civilization. Civilization of polytheistic, intellectual, and artistic tribes. This is always at the core of Hindu civilization. Hence, all religions and beliefs like Jainism, Buddhism, Vaishnavism, Shaivism, Sikhism show and reflect same characters. Apologies, guys, but I would like to add Zoroastrianism to this list as well. Although it is said as a Persian religion, if you see its origin and area of influence, you would realize its connection with Indian civilization. I'm not sure how many of you have ever realized Indian word and name of region Saurashtra rhymes with Zoroastra. There are many other facts that I can talk about to reflect and show Indian and Persian similarities, but that would be altogether a different topic. So let's get back to main topic. During 200 BC, trading between different continents started growing. Romans and Greeks started trading with India and China. Silk Route became one of the most important route for trade. Trade between Indians and Romans go way back, and we could see many evidences of trading in first century CE. Everyone wanted to control silk routes and take a control of trading routes to dominate world and to collect taxes. India was one of the most lucrative trading destination for entire world. This trade continued with little ups and downs and remained in place even during dark ages. Historic event happened on 29 May 1453 when Sultan Muhammad II, also known as the Conqueror, Ottoman Empire, breached through walls of Constantinople. The fall of Constantinople marked the end of a Byzantine Empire and effectively the end of Roman Empire. This made European countries to search for alternate route to trade with India. As a result, Vasco da Gama discovered a new route from Cape of Good Hope coming to India. Other Italian explorer, Christopher Columbus, decided to travel west to reach India. His expeditions were sponsored by Catholic monarch of Spain. It is said that in the expeditions to find new route to India, he accidentally reached American continent. There are some theories that say he found old Roman and Egyptian records and maps. Those maps helped him in initiating his expedition towards west. In either case, his expedition proved a game changer. Spaniards were the first Europeans to step a foot on American soil. Soon they started colonizing newly found land. Hernes Cortes landed Mexican coast at Yucatan in 1519, and within 3 years, by 1521, he conquered Aztec Empire. Spanish conquest of America is brutal and horrifying story in human history. This ended culture, language, and entire civilization of Mayans, Aztec, and other smaller kingdoms. Latter efforts were made by Europeans to rediscover that culture and give justice to Native Americans. When Mayan temples were rediscovered in 18th and 19th centuries, it caught attention of entire world. Looking at mega structures, technology, it gave rise to lot many rumors. Rumors of aliens, and if you know the famous rumor of 2012 end of world. Today, archaeologists believe Mayan and Aztec civilization are indigenous and they have no relation with known world. In this video, I would show how it is related to Indian civilization. So first one, I will take a reference based on mythologies. Of course, I'm sure it can't be considered as real evidence, but just for fun. If I say Maya, I'm pretty sure each Indian will jump and say, yes, yes, this is an Indian word. Why? Because a famous Asur, Mayasur, who is known for his brilliant architecture in Mahabharata. Isn't it surprising that Mayans also have built unmatched architecture? Second one, Aztec. Well, it will not sound close, or you many Indians might not find it close. But if I really spell it this way, yes, as an Aztec, yes, isn't it, guys? So this is a same Rishi who stopped Janmajaya's Sarpsatra. Interesting thing to note is Aztecs have many snake gods. I will talk about what snakes means to Indians in some more video. But Aztec has very close relation with Indian mythology. Going to more similarities, and this time I will talk about some of the geographical locations, name of cities and places. Texcoco is natural lake in Valley of Mexico. If you guys are close to any of Indian myths, and if you know the snake king Takshaka, Texcoco, it rhymes. Also, if you know a very famous place in India, Takshashila, I believe it might be derived or might have some connection with Takshaka. For now, it's just a hypothesis, so I will not call it as a evidence. I will just talk about few more things real quick. There is a Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. Yucatan is Yakshastan, and Yakshas also the mythical creatures from Indian books. If I don't talk about this thing, and if I really talk about something which can be touched, right? Because whatever I talked till now is only linguistic correlation. But I will talk about something else. Mexican staple food has something called as tortillas. I know it's a famous thing. Many people would have enjoyed it. In fact, that's one of my favorite Mexican dish or item to try out along with nachos and other stuff. But yes, so tortilla is a flatbread that Mexicans eat. On Indian and even Asian side, people eat rotila or rotla. So trotla and rotla. How come it's so similar, isn't it? And both are flatbreads. I will talk about one more real matching thing. When Spaniards realized they had destroyed entire history of ancient America, they started searching for available books and knowledge. In the 17th and 18th century, they found few books written by Mayan priests. These books are called as books of Chilam Balam. Isn't that very common name in India? If you search in Google a word Chidambaram, you will get surprised to see so many images coming in Google which are related to India. It is even a name of India's ex finance minister. I can keep on talking on number of similarities, but many will call this as a coincidence. I know. history needs solid evidences. I can give you an evidence that no one can deny. Thanks to Mayans, as they have written a lot of text on stele. This text is written in a pictorial and symbolic fashion, and many historians and archaeologists are working on deciphering that text. So when I tried to read it myself, I could find a clear similarity which shows yes, it is what is matching with India. And when I say India, it's the same thing I'm seeing on a known world and an old text of known world. I was amazed and I was so happy saying, whoa, wow, Eureka, I found something that I need to publish. But in 2019, when I started writing a paper on it, I stopped because I found some complexities with this hypothesis. What was that? That is important and that's part of this journey. The first one, I was thinking to find a common word as Mahakala or Trikala because I was doubting that Nagvanshis should have a relation with Ujjain temple, which is known as one of the oldest temple in India. When I searched a word as Trikala, and was happy that I found a connection with Mexico, a city, Tikala. But then I got one more search result, Trikala, city in Greece. Boom. That made me think and stop because it has more than what I used to think. Number two, few historians have already deciphered Mayan hieroglyphs, and that translation is already accepted by wider community. My translation was not matching with them in many cases. So before I really publish my concept, and though I was sure I could publish and explain how I am seeing name a city's name and different names and how their actual right translation, I really need to complete and get enough material to support that. At the same time, I thought there is something that has happened and that's required for me to understand on Greek side. How come the city Trikala on Greek continent is never referred and talked in history? That's something which is older than known Greek history. So something has happened in Greece which is not known. And what I found, guys, is far more surprising, far more interesting for history lovers. I would share it in my next videos. I'm always happy and I would always like you as a viewer to find any gaps in this documentary. Ultimately, validating hypothesis and concept is one of the core goal of this video series. So take care guys and I will meet you in my next video. Bye.